Hey everybody, how you doing? Sunnyvale Reject in the house randomly with a surprise book haul. What is it, Tuesday? Hell, I don't know. I'm about half crazy. But I couldn't wait until Saturday to get with you guys and hang out for a little bit and look at some cool books. So, what do you say we dig right in? Let me get a sip of my Coke Zero. I wish it was sponsored by Coke Zero. Guys, look, I know you're just like me. You always say, I'm not going to buy any more books. I'm not going to buy any more books. And then what happens? You buy more books. Look, I'm running out of space here. Okay, let's get started. The first book on the list today, they chose right now to cut the grass and to blow the leaves. They found out I was home. They saw the ring light and they said, get started. All right, this book will bury me by Ashley Winstead. This book drew a lot of controversy because it reads a lot like the Idaho murders of the college kids there. A tragic event. This book is supposed to be very, very similar. Let's see what it says here. The truth will set her free. Bury her, more like it. It's the most famous crime in modern history, and only she knows the true story. After the unexpected death of her father, college student Jane Sharp longs for a distraction from her grief. She becomes obsessed with the morbid world of true crime, befriending armchair detectives who teach her how to hunt killers from afar. In this dark internet underground, Jane finds friendship, purpose, and even glory. Whoa, she's a looker. There's the author. That's the author. All right, but let's get to the heart of the matter. So when the shocking deaths of 3 college girls in Delphine, Idaho capture the world's imagination, see what I mean? Jane and her friends are determined to beat everyone racing to solve the case, but the murders turn out to be stranger than anyone expected. ... I bet they do. I just bet they do. This book will bury me. Look, I got this book off of Amazon because it's on sale right now for $3. Yeah, that's like 89% off. And I figured, what the hell? I'm probably not going to read this. I'm probably going to give it to my assistant principal. She likes stuff like this. So there you go. All right. What's next? Let's see. We got some good... Too many choices. Road work. Look at this little... beautiful little paperback copy of Roadwork. I wish I could turn the ring light down, but it's too far away. $7. Is that a lot of money? I don't know. Well, hell, it was $2.49. It's been sold more than a few times, but it's Roadwork. It's a Bachman book. People are mixed about this. You read good reviews, you read bad reviews. But it's about some construction that's going on around this guy's house and all the bureaucratic bullshit that drives him crazy. He loses his wife, he loses his house, he loses his job. Coke Zero. And then he goes on a rampage. Would he still be scary if his name was Stephen King? But there he is, the man himself, Stephen King. And it's Roadwork, and it's a nice, crisp little paperback. I am on a... Stephen King reading journey. I just read Carrie. I read The Long Walk. And damn it, what else did I read recently by him? Anyway, I'm going to become a constant reader. I've got damn near everything the man has written. And this is Roadwork is another one I can't wait to dig into. All right. Well, check this one out, y'all. I got a nice hardback copy of The Witching Hour. I don't know if you can see it. No, that's Pandora and... Vittorio, I guess the Anne Rices are right here. You can't see it. I have a nice thick-ass paperback copy of this. Now I have unfortunately, it's not a first edition, but a nice, solid hardback copy of The Witching Hour. Supposed to be, by sources I trust, her scariest book and with the best ending. What do you say? Have you ever read it? What do you think? Let me know. And while you're there, please like and subscribe. I love you guys, and I need you, and I hope you appreciate what I do, you know. I appreciate all the other booktubers out there that have come before me and who paved the way, and I'm grateful. And I bring up their names a lot. All right, The Witching Hour. The author of the extraordinary Vampire Chronicles, Interview with the Vampire, The Vampire Lestat, and The Queen of the Damned gives us now a huge hypnotic novel of witchcraft and the occult through 4 centuries, demonstrating once again her gift for spellbinding storytelling and the creation of legend. Anne Rice makes real for us a great dynasty of witches, a family given to poetry and to incest, to murder and to philosophy, a family that over the ages is itself haunted by a powerful, dangerous, and seductive being. What is it, like a 2,000-year-old witch? Something like that. All right, it's The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. Get you some. If you've never read Anne Rice, man, and you like literary horror, get it. Speaking of Anne Rice, I have a surprise coming up for you. The Witching Hour. Okay. All right, where are we going to put it? We're going to put it right here. Okay, what's next? How about this one, y'all? The Curator by Owen King. It's not Joe Hill. It's not Stephen King. It's Owen King. He's from a family of writers. Hell, Tabitha is a novelist too. I showed the Trap, I guess, in an earlier video. You know, a couple of months ago. It got mixed reviews too, and so does he. Honestly, I bought this book because Brian Durfee liked it, and I like Brian Durfee a lot. And I liked the cover. I like this pyramid with the door. Look at it. Come on. That's why I bought it. And I'm going to get to it eventually. But I'm going to keep this one. It's pretty neat. See? They're in the papers. The world, the city in this book is so big, though, it couldn't be mapped. And I think Brian Durfee said that was one of the things he thought was missing from the novel. But they went ahead and... Owen went ahead and stated that in the beginning. That's the reason why there was no map, because the city is just too damn vast. It's never been mapped before. There's all kinds of sounds going on in my personal space right now. They're out there blowing leaves and raking and dragging palm fronds across the parking lot. There's a cricket in the spider cage behind me going ape shit crazy. My chair's 200 years old and squeaky. Oh boy, it's the Curator. It's the Curator. What's it about? It begins in the city nicknamed the Fairest, distinguished by many things, from its river, the mighty Fair, to the mountains that split the municipality in half, its theaters and many museums, the morgue ship, and, like all cities, but maybe especially so, by its essential unmappability. Dora has an obscure desire to find where her brother went after he died, believing that the answer lies within the Society for Physical Research, where he worked when Dora was a child. With the city amid an overthrow of the ruling classes, Dora discovers the society all but burned to the ground, yet finds a way to become the wartime curator of the museum next door and search for the truth. A little long-winded, didn't grab me, you know, it just didn't grab me. Okay, sometimes they don't, sometimes the book rocks. I don't know. We'll see what the Curator has to offer somewhere down the road. Now, what is next? Now we're getting, oh boy, how about this one? Now we're getting to the good stuff. How about this one? How about Joe Hill? After Owen King, how about Joe Hill? This is the 20th anniversary edition of 20th Century Ghosts, collector's edition paperback. It's beautiful. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's got pop art. It's got Black Phone and a lot of other great stories. I started reading this 2 days ago, and I'm about halfway through pop art, and then I'm going to read the Black Phone and like 3 or 4 other stories. I'm not really interested in reading much more of this, and then I have somebody in mind that I'm going to give this to, so I'm going to keep it nice and in good condition for them. All right, but check this out. It's got the sprayed page edges. Looky there, would you? Come on. Very nice book. Very nice book. Yeah. Here's the stories. Get you a good look. What's next? What's next? Oh my gosh. How about this one? It's Full Dark, No Stars. Did you know that there are actually myths of a time when there was no moon in the sky and it was dark as hell? It's full dark, no stars. A collection of, I guess you'd say, are these novellas or short stories? There's 4 in here. Right? Is it? Yeah, 1922, Big Driver, Fair Extension, A Good Marriage, and then there's an afterword. Yeah, what do you say? I believe there is another man inside every man, a stranger, writes Wilfred Leland James in the early pages of the riveting confession that makes up 1922, the first in this pitch-black quartet of mesmerizing tales from Stephen King. For James, that stranger is awakened when his wife, Arlette, proposes selling off the family homestead and moving to Omaha, setting in motion a gruesome train of murder and madness. The man. Take a good look. That's him. Stupid stickers. Stop doing that, people. You don't have to put stickers on everything you own. Come on. But it's Stephen King's Full Dark, No Stars. And I'm on I did a video last week, I think it was last week, of great short story collections. By no means there's so many great collections of short stories. And I used to love short stories. I used to write them. In fact, I'll probably be publishing a book of short stories before I die. But I got out of the swing of reading them, and I don't know what happened, but I'm going back to it now. I see, obviously, by the books I've been buying. Hence, the next one here. It's The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. Yes, it's The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. Bazaar of Bad Dreams. This came from the Goodwill down the street. You can tell, right? It's not in the best of shape. It has seen better days. But for $1, and the money goes to a good cause, and I haven't been to the Goodwill in a long time. And I found a James Patterson book, now that I think about it. Where the hell did it escape to? But this is Stephen King's The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. What do you know about it? What do you love? What do you hate about this book? Since his first collection, Night Shift, was published 35 years ago, Stephen King has dazzled readers with his genius as a writer of short fiction, blah, blah, blah. There are thrilling connections between stories here. Themes of morality, the afterlife, guilt, what we would do differently if we could see into the future or correct the mistakes of the past. Afterlife is about a man who died of colon cancer and keeps reliving the same life, repeating his mistakes over and over again. Several stories feature characters at the end of life, revisiting their crimes and misdemeanors. We probably would continue to make the same stupid mistakes because we have the same desires. Even if you could know that you lived a past life and you come back knowing all that, you'd still make the same mistakes. Maybe in a different way, but you would still make the same mistakes. You'd have to be Gandhi or somebody like that to come back and not care about the same things to the point to where they make you make the same mistakes. Like things you'll do to fit in. Things you'll do for a girl or for a significant other. And the list goes on and on. We're crazy humans. And to love is both the curse and the blessing of being human. Love hurts so bad. And to be a lover, you've got to be a fighter. But when you lose somebody you love, it hurts so bad sometimes you wish you weren't here. But I'm here to tell you there's a better day. Okay, I don't want to miss anything, but I got a couple more here. Let's see. I showed you those. How about this one? It's Joyland. It's Joyland by Stephen King. It's a hardback, and it's on Hard Case Crime. It's on their label. Stephen King, Joyland. This is the illustrated edition. I just had to have this, and I have no clue why. Maybe another Brian Durfee review. Y'all know he does amazing reviews. He's a big Stephen King fan, says Stephen King's his mainest man. And I know that he showed this book, and I love it because he shows the paperback and the hardbacks. And I generally just collect hardbacks, But this is it, Stephen King, the illustrated version of Joyland. Wow. I wonder if it harkens back to any of those noir detective books like the hard-boiled guys like Philip Marlowe. I wonder if there's any of that in here. What do you think? Let's see what it says. Oh, it's got that nice paper, too, that come off like Anne Rice and Michael Crichton. All right, let's see. College student Devin Jones took the summer job at Joyland hoping to forget the girl who broke his heart, but he wound up facing something far more terrible: the legacy of a vicious murder, the fate of a dying child, and dark truths about life and what comes after that would change his forever. A riveting story about love and loss, about growing up and growing old, and about those who don't get to do either because death comes for them before their time. Joyland is Stephen King at the peak of his storytelling powers. I'm no judge of that. I haven't read enough, but I know you guys are, man. You're a lot more well-read in Stephen King than I am, and I can't wait to one day maybe catch up with you guys and have some really good conversations about our man. Pardon me. Let me take another sippy poo. I do so much talking all day, I get cotton mouth. Those rascals. Okay, only two more here. How about this one? How about a beautiful copy of Stephen King's Everything is Eventual? It's got a Brodart center loading Mylar cover on it, which I love. I've become addicted to buying them and putting them on my books. Y'all probably know a lot about this book. Was it Stephen King's 7th book of short stories? It's Everything is Eventual. Look how beautiful. Let's see what it says. The first collection of stories Stephen King has published since Nightmares and Dreamscapes 9 years ago. It includes O. Henry Prize winner and 2 other award winners, 4 stories published by The New Yorker, and Riding the Bullet, King's original ebook, which attracted over 500,000 online readers and became the most famous short story of the decade. What do you say? What do you say about that? What do you say? One more book, and I'm shutting up. I was mesmerized by the book in the camera there. It's beautiful, and I love beautiful books. Last book. Look at this magnificent copy of Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. It's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. It gets a bad rap. Nobody likes it. But I remember Dolan's Cadillac, and was it The Night Flyer that was in this? Wonderful stories. And I remember The Night Flyer, they turned it into a movie, which I thought was excellent, but I like cheesy shit. Sue me. What do you guys think about this? It's what you think that really matters. I'm just like you guys. I love pretty things. I love wonderful books. They're all over my shelf. They're in my back seat of my car. They're all over my classroom. They're on the table by my bed. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I always say I'm going to stop buying them, but I just can't stop. I just can't stop. So I read them, I give them away, I give them to Goodwill, or I give them to students who I know are going to read them. I'm never going to give a book to a student that doesn't appreciate books ever again, because they don't know how to hold them. They don't know how to open them. They don't know how to treat them. And they damn sure don't know how to absorb what's inside, what profound message is being proffered. Okay? It's Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. It's thick as hell, and it is a first edition, first print. And it's got the wonderful stories. Rainy Season, My Pretty Pony, Sorry Right Number, The 10 O'Clock People, Crouch End, The House on Maple Street, and so many more. What does it say about this? Here we go. A solitary finger pokes out of a drain. Novelty teeth turn predatory. Flies settle and die on an old pair of sneakers in New York, and the Nevada desert swallows a Cadillac. Meanwhile, the legend of Castle Rock returns and grows on you. What does it all mean? What else could it mean? First, there was Night Shift in 1978, The Skeleton Crew in 1985, and now Stephen King is back with a third collection of stories, a vast, many-chambered cave of a volume, with passages leading every which way to hell and a few to glory. Damn! If they had stopped right there, that's perfect, but it went on and on. Get you some of that in your life. That's a doorstop book, but I can't wait to dig into it. I'm probably not going to read every story because I'm not all that in love with short fiction like I used to be, but I'll read a few and maybe do reviews on them. Who knows? But for now, I'm going to shut the hell up. Thank you for hanging out with me for what? almost 20 minutes. Oh my God, 20 minutes. I got to get out of here. Stay cool and never, ever stop reading.